Yippee! Yeah, you're back. Yeah, I know it is good to be back. And I know that Eric and Dumbell and Mason and the others are sleeping well, especially Francis too, because you do care for them. You know, you did have an awful meltdown, but it happens, hon. It does. It's 12:05 right now. It is the 26th of November on a Wednesday. Just had to just do this out of, I think you can say, an OCD habit. And I'm back. Basically, I've only been gone for 3 days, right? And the reason why that is, like, let's just say for Zelda, for Sloan, and then a few others that haven't seen Dumble's comment, and I just had to say for anyone that wants to become a planner, um, um, it means a subscriber. I'll talk about near the end of the video. Feel free to basically plant on the subscribe button. I'll talk about near the end. Okay. The thing is, I had issues with my Gmail because for some odd reason there was a glitch that Google wasn't allowing me to sign in because of a two-step verification code issue. And it just says that, Deon, you gotta add a code. And I'm sorry, I talk to myself because I like to look back on these videos, right? And I was so frustrated because did I just lost my channel or am I not able to get back in anymore? And next thing you know, I was able to get back in this whole time earlier. It's just, I'll have to talk about it tomorrow throughout the live stream because I'm a little bit tired. But it is good to be back since I've been gone for a few days. And I just wanted to say this. I've been doing, let's just say, quite a bit of soul searching, right? Of how I've been a little bit lost about myself and been clinically depressed and going through a lot of stress, especially since, well, here in my bedroom, I've been crept in for the past 16 months after my mother, my brother, and I, well, basically my older brother and I, when we got evicted from our apartment and against our will. I'm still really upset to this day since I do want to earn back what we lost, since I guess you could say our kindness was taken advantage from us. And I just wanted just to share that out there for anyone that might be an Arizonan. If you can tell by the image that I'm going to use in this video, and the reason I wanted to share this is because I wanted to share I want to do a reaction of her videos tomorrow. It's supposed to be about this girl, I'm not sure how old she is, named Impteeth, that basically became homeless because her father abused her. He needs to go to jail for what he did. Honestly, it's not okay. And she has to live with her sisters for a while, or her sister, pardon me. And she basically has 2 cats, which I know Double can relate. And she did raise 6 grand of donations, which is awesome, by the way. I guess I'm a little bit jealous, but in a healthy way, right? Because I know that I wish I had my apartment. I still want to earn it back because I miss my own neighborhood, right? I know it's not much, but it's something to me, especially since, well, it's nice to still have that bond with my older brother and I, even though it's the same here where we live in our mother's apartment or house, I like to call it. And basically she had to raise that money just so that she could buy a vehicle and an apartment and also taking care of her. So I'll share the URL below for anyone that's curious, and if you do want to donate on her page, feel free to as well. I don't mind at all, especially what she went through is really touching because, and half of my viewers, especially Marcus, right? Hope he sees this as well. He went to, well, definitely, if not worse, even though it shouldn't be who has it worse, right? Because both of them went through a lot, and it just makes me aware of how, for people that are homeless, I'm sorry, I'm not really good at public speaking because, well, if you could tell on the thumbnail, I don't want to give it away, right? And yes, I made this myself, by the way, that I downloaded from Pinterest. Well, I customized this my own from Pinterest. Of how, well, you should be able to talk to Marcus. He will show all the details. But he's 20, he's still here, and even though his girlfriend, has cancer, he and his girlfriend are doing best. And let's just say he was homeless himself and he got treated well by people. And I wanted to share this for anyone that's new here, right? I'm sorry, because maybe because of her video, it made me want to talk kinder and having a kinder manner, because I know I get really nervous and anxious because of how people would bully me online or cyberbully me to the point I will lash out, which I don't like to do that. That is not my nature. Trust me, I'd never do that in person. Um, I just, let's just say it's just been a lot for me, and I wish I did add some text, but I'm too lazy to do all that because this MacBook is so outdated. It's an already 2010 MacBook, right? So I just don't feel like doing all the work, especially since, well, I can't really keep track of what I would speak throughout the video. Um, let's just say that it is poor for me and my family as well, since we can't even afford to have my phone being repaired, since my brother and I has to pay $120 just to get the charging port repaired, and also not being able to afford pens, since I used to do a lot of drawings. I do trace, even though my planners would see it otherwise because they see it as art, which is really flattering of them to say that, because again, I've been bullied by a lot of people myself that I'm not used to kind people. I guess you could say I'm used to being abused myself. I would even find it normal, even though it is not normal, of course. And let's just say that I miss doing my drawings. I miss going for our walks, and just buying, let's just say, some delicious foods or even noodles. I think my MacBook froze. I hope the audio's still working, because even when I'm talking, I can't even see the screen moving because, oh, Deon, it should be working. Good. Because it's on screensaver. This MacBook is really out of date, and I have over so many screenshots on my MacBook. I think over 16,000 or something. I lost count because I'm just too lazy to delete them, since, well, they're good screenshots I would keep that I would later forget. But I just wanted to give like a little update after I watched impteeth video. I highly suggest that you follow her channel if you like art, or maybe just videos that have no editing or AI related, and no crazy, well, Mr. Beast stuff, right? I'm not a fan of him. I'm sorry. Um, Honestly, she's amazing for what she basically has shared, and it's not easy for someone that's homeless, especially since I have all my planners, Dumbell, Greg, um, Mason, Zelda, that's an officer, that are poor as well. It's hard, and I just hope that for the ones that are new here, that you basically do have kindness in your heart. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit anxious compared to her, right? I mean, I can't imagine being homeless, and yet she still has the courage to keep going. It's just that for me, since I have CPTSD, I'm not as calm as I used to be, I suppose, and I get nervous over everything. I do have, I guess you could say, generalized anxiety and social anxiety and paranoia. I had to be schizophrenic. I don't want to. I want to say I am 100%, but I hear things or sometimes see things are not there. So that's just something I just want to share about myself. And also, I do have a self-defeatist disorder. I always, I guess you could say, I always feel awful about myself. And also, I do have a phobia. It's a thing that I've looked up online, or at least on Twitter. That grok thing that you have a fear of being successful because something would turn out really bad. So I'm sorry. I know that I don't want to make all this about me and all, but I think after watching a video, it makes me want to do something like this. That's why I did this little cute, well, a little jolling, I suppose, right? I did the best I could. I know it's not the best, but that's just something I just wanted to share. And if you ever want to follow me on Instagram, even though I don't really message anyone because, well, I get nervous on there, and I think in the followers I have, probably are not active anymore, or I think they only follow me because of the fetish related stuff, even though that's not the only thing. Um, I haven't been on there for quite some time. I do have a TikTok page, but my MacBook is so outdated, I can't even upload anymore. Well, at least the videos like this, if I want to transfer them, right? But I'm mostly active on my live stream since I do live stream every day since I'm really isolated, and I'm so sorry for been talking for 10 minutes now. But I just want to say that just having someone to talk to, right? Even though I have dumbell the others, which means a lot, regardless of being clinically depressed and feeling that my child doesn't do well. It just means a ton just for having new planners being planted every day. It means new subscribers, right? Because it helps keep me going. And I do want to say also, my mother's PO box will be in the description if anyone ever wants to donate. I guess you could say I'm even afraid to ask to donate because I know there were upset people because, well, so many people would tell me that I don't deserve it, or at least I think so. Let's just say I just had a past with people that bully me, and I don't want to talk about it, right? And I wanted to try to be a healthier and heartier human, for what I'd put up with. And I guess in seeing MT's video, it makes me want to do like a video like this, right? Not a copycat, just an aspiring cat, if that makes sense. Because I love cats, even though I'm a doggy person, but I love both animals. So other than that, I just wanted just to get this out of my system. I'm a little bit tired, and I guessing I do have an Instagram, even though no one has followed me on there since October, except for one person, sadly. About, well, I'm a little guilty talking about it, okay? No one really cared, and it's mostly for, like other gay guys. 1924, just had to share that. I don't think anyone was interested, but I try not to take it to heart because I guess you could say I'm also trying to go over a crush of mine that does yoga related stuff, right? And I just had to just share that a little bit about myself. But other than that, I do thank a ton of you for hearing me out. And also, I guess you could say I've been posting a lot since I've just been so bored and so isolated and wanting to support my mother, my brother, her boyfriend as well, and our four pups at home. Since we basically got evicted, it's just been a lot. And not to mention, my birthday is 15 days from this date, right? So, yeah, basically 2 weeks. Also, my mother's birthday is the day after tomorrow, aka the 27th of November, which, Deon, I think is supposed to be Thanksgiving. I think so. So, other than that, if you ever wanted to tap the subscribe cylinder, I want to keep saying subscribe button because it sounds so repeated. Feel free to, or even comment more. I only want to do this once, right? Because she ain't got a lot of comments and it's so inspiring to read those. I'm just too anxious to even comment because, again, I'm really paranoid because I'm so used to people not being kind to me. I don't open my notifications, but I do interact on the live streams on a daily basis. I do live stream basically at least 6 hours. Yeah, that's how isolated I am. I know that's a lot. And on my community posts, but normally I would check them after a half hour because I try not to worry about having a votes and whatnot. I feel awful. I did a lot of those. But I just hope that this message would just come across to anyone's suggestions. And if you were to ask me about my interest, feel free to. Literally. Other than that, just hope that the ones, if this is your first timer here, my voice doesn't bother you. It's not squeaky. As a drunken chipmunk from Alvin and Chipmunks. Also, I'm not brushing teeth in 2 days, so I need to do that as well. And yeah, other than that, it feels so complicated talking like this because I just feel so anxious. Like I feel blanket. I don't want to say like a lot. Like, I don't know. I'm just so used to this ranting and because I feel that I had to endure a lot of pain. But other than that, it's just something I just want to share, and I just hope this video does well. If it doesn't, I tried. And I'll just see all of you tomorrow. But yeah, Dumbo and the rest of you. I do want to thank Francis, Mason, this all of you, right? That wanted to reach out to YouTube and Twitter, even though they don't do anything because of the dumb bots that they use, just to help me get log in on my Gmail account. I'm back. I want to keep this a secret, but I want to upload this. So, well, Deon, actually, yeah, because you post this and then you post a live stream, they'll get 2 surprises, or they'll get surprised twice, or at least on the community post. This video that I'm posting now, right? So I was just thinking about that porn site. I'm sorry. The community post and then the live stream. But other than that, I'm so sorry for talking so much. I'm a little bit sleepy, even though I probably will be awake later. And I just thank all of you so much for your time, and I'll just see you later. So, toodles. Also, may I just add this as a random hashtag? If you love One Piece, if you listen all the way through, Aces Assemble! I'm saying about Marvel, but from you can tell the little font, right? I want to give it away. I had to. I'm sorry. I don't want to give away why I said that. I don't. Oh, okay. I'll be quiet.